Rumor is that Shamea is glad she wasn't on Porsha's spinoff. Why is that? And where does this leave their friendship? I have some new information that may answer all of those questions and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Alright, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about. And it centers around rumors that allegedly Shamea is glad she wasn't a part of Porsha's spinoff. What does that mean? And where does that leave Porsha and Shamea's friendship? I have some new information that may answer all of those questions and more. And here it goes. Sources say that Shamea is allegedly glad she turned down Porsha's spinoff. One source said that Shamea dodged a PR bullet with not being on Porsha's show. Her husband is very private, and could you imagine the fallout he would have to deal with if Shamea got caught up in Porsha's love triangle? Ended the source. Others suggest that Shamea may have known beforehand the type of games Porsha was about to play and decided to opt out on her own. Her name has been brought up several times in the past as the alleged person who hooked Simon and Porsha up. And that's just not a good look for a married woman, said the source. Allegedly, Shamea told friends that the spinoff wasn't a good look for Porsha. And some friends alleged that the things Shamea saw Porsha do could have her second guessing her friendship with Porsha. So how does Porsha feel about all of this? Well, allegedly, Porsha was never on board with Shamea being on her spinoff. However, she definitely could have used Shamea as a person to run interference whenever Lauren dropped the ball. Sources also say that not having Shamea on the show was a bad move for Porsha, but ultimately it was a good move for Shamea. Alright, kinfolk, there you have it. Some more information that's coming out about Porsha's very drama-filled spinoff, which ended, I think, last week or the week before last. And as always, we're going to take this rumor and we're going to dissect it, and we're going to see which parts of it could be true and which parts of it could be fabricated. And kinfolk, I'm just going to say this. First off the bat, the way we saw Porsha's spinoff reveal itself through those couple of episodes, I definitely can say that Shamea not being on that spinoff, whether it was her idea or Porsha's idea, was definitely a good decision. As you can see, the narrative of the spinoff changed several times. It went from being about Porsha's involvement with Black Lives Matter to Porsha and Simon's relationship, and it ultimately settled on taking a deeper look into Porsha's family drama. And with that being said, with Porsha being super protective of her and Simon's relationship, it really left the door open for her to allow her family and her friends' relationships and lives to be explored on a deeper level. And if you know the history of Shamea and her husband and reality TV, you know that her husband is a very private person and didn't want her as a full-time cast member on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So you can see how potentially being a cast member of Porsha's spinoff, where Porsha has pretty much all control over the narrative, could have put her in a very interesting position, somewhere stuck in the middle between defending Porsha and protecting her image and also protecting her marriage. So if Shamea is smart like I think she is, I think it was a good decision for her to stay clear of Porsha's spinoff. And also, we saw that throughout this spinoff that, you know, in protecting her relationship with Simon, she really exposed a lot of flaws in the way she operates with her own family members. And I also feel like that if Shamea was on the show, then she probably would have revealed, probably unintentionally, some flaws in her and Shamea's relationship. And Shamea, knowing these things or experiencing maybe that fallout, probably could have revealed some information that Porsha probably would have liked to remain private. So I think with Shamea not being on the show, it also protected her and Porsha's relationship to a point to where they can pretty much keep each other's skeletons in the closet. And the last thing I want to touch on, kinfolk, is this. I'm not sure if Porsha and Shamea are having a falling out, or I'm pretty much sure through rumors that they probably have had falling outs in the past. But one thing that I have noticed is this. Shamea is a very smart woman. And I don't believe for one moment that she is Porsha's lapdog, as other people would have us to believe. I think between the two, Shamea is the most strategic and probably the most likely of persons to be able to craft her own narrative about her image. And when someone is smart like that, they know the pitfalls and the things to stay away from when they're trying to be in control of their narrative and their brand. And also, I think to a certain extent, people say that Porsha uses Shamea a lot, but I think it's quite differently. I think that Shamea uses Porsha. And when I say use, I mean, she piggybacks off of Porsha in a very smart way. In Real Housewives of Atlanta, Shamea was a friend of the show. And she played that very smartly, because with Marlo has told us, being a friend on the show is very lucrative. The friends on the show on Real Housewives of Atlanta sometimes make what full-time cast members make on other franchises. So that was a very smart move of Shamea to remain a friend of the show on the Real Housewives of Atlanta while keeping her brand visible and keeping her marriage even more invisible. And so what that leaves us with is this. If Shamea is as smart as I think she is, I am willing to believe that part of this rumor where she saw the games that Porsha probably could play and might play with her spinoff, I think she saw those things, if true, and decided to back off the spinoff altogether. Because I believe if she pressed hard enough, she could have been on the spinoff. But I think she knew, just by seeing the inner workings of reality TV and also seeing Porsha play that reality TV show game on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she was smart enough to know where this spinoff could go. And for Shamea, it's not a place she wanted to go and not a place she was willing to bet and take her marriage to. But kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it was a good move for Shamea not to be on the spinoff? Or do you think Shamea should have been on the spinoff just to protect her friend's image and help run interference whenever her friend was being shown in a negative light? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Alright, kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys over on the next one. Peace.